So lately I noticed people asking if content creators could make videos where they read tweets. So I thought I'd go ahead and give it a try. And for my first tweet reading video, I thought I would read Katie Joy's tweets from her sad fishing videos last night. And her first tweet is, Katie Joy, I don't know who started the rumor that my channel is being shut down, but it is not being shut down. I'm not being investigated by YouTube, and my channel is in good standing with no strikes of any kind. Thanks. The next tweets are Katie's shares of her YouTube videos. The first is, I have a serious confession. The second is, the worst day of my life. The next tweet is, Katie Joy, I have doctors, gone through therapy, take medication. So please know I do take care of my health. Stigmatizing people with mental health issues by saying they aren't doing enough hurts deeply. I'll never be fixed, but I am a hell of a lot better than I was. That's what matters. The next tweet is Katie Joy. To anyone that has gone through the loss of a child, I am sorry if you felt like I was minimizing your experience. My experience does not compare. I would never say that it does. If you have lost a child, I'm so sorry for your loss. You are all in my thoughts. Next tweet, Katie Joy. Also, if you are coming to my channel to downvote me on a video where I open up about my son almost dying and the fact that I'm really struggling today, I have one thing to say to you. F you. You are nothing but effing bullies. Katie Joy, you know, Hello Kitty, how selfish you have to be. It's my channel. I'm telling people about the day my son died. Of course I want them to focus on what I'm saying. Good God, get offline. Hello Kitty, I'm sorry you feel that way. Next tweet, Katie Joy. God forbid I'd go on a live and want people to pay attention. Do you realize how ridiculous that sounds? Then to pile on me when I'm struggling? You saw me crying and thought, I'll just tell Katie she's selfish. Sounds good. Hello Kitty. In your chat, you have a community that supports you. By telling your story, you also give others the strength to tell theirs. So for you to get mad at them was uncomfortable to watch. Katie Joy. Hey, maybe I wanted to be heard. My God, you lack any compassion for what I've gone through and why your comments are so insensitive. Next tweet, Katie Joy. Today I've been crying and all people can do is effing pile on me and say I effed up again. How about all of you have some damn compassion and realize I'm struggling and you tell me I effing suck is out of line and not helpful. Next tweet, Katie Joy. I screwed my members? No. I shared my grief and asked for the chat to pay attention rather than have side conversations that seem to fully distract from my story. It's not selfish of me to want the audience's attention on my channel. I'm so done with this gaslighting. Next tweet, Katie Joy. I had a rough day today. I don't need inpatient treatment or rehab. My God, someone just diagnosed me and said I need to go to inpatient. This is insane. I've done years of therapy, have a doctor, and take my meds. It's a bad day and not a damn cry for help. Pastels. I'm assuming you're referring to me. First, I didn't diagnose you. I said you appeared to have certain conditions or something like them. One of them, which you already say you have, PTSD. I spent half an hour on that comment because I could feel how much you were hurting. Next week, Katie Joy. First off, you know nothing about my diagnosis and the offensive tone implying I don't have a doctor or a psychologist and diagnosing me, telling me what I'm dealing with. I went through years of therapy for my art. Katie Joy. Then telling me I need inpatient therapy as if you have any idea. You don't. You only know I had a rough day and needed to share. Period. You don't know anything about my medical team or anything about my doctors. Next week, butterflies. Maybe not, but being rude like you were was ridiculous. Katie Joy. Hey, butterflies. I'm sorry you felt targeted. I wasn't even talking about you. Butterflies. You called me out by name. How was that not being targeted? Katie Joy. I didn't target you. I asked you not to have a side conversation, which you all were. So if you felt attacked, I'm sorry, I was calm, and all I wanted was people to listen. Butterflies, I was listening to you. You asked if anyone had been in a trauma bay. I answered. You asked if this feeling ever goes away. I tried to answer. I said to you how very sorry I was that you had to go through what you did and still do. Next tweet, Katie Joy. I'm so done with this conversation. I apologize. You keep attacking me. Butterflies. I'm not attacking you. Just trying to understand. Good night. Next tweet, Katie Joy. I'm sorry to anyone I upset last night when I cut short my live stream on my vlogs channel. I was feeling very vulnerable, exposed, sad, raw, and overwhelmed. I wanted to share that with my audience in the event they've gone through something similar. Katie Joy. While trying to share, all I saw was a chat that appeared to be involved in a side conversation and not focusing on the video. I did want people to pay attention. It's why I shared. I upset members by sharing my frustrations. PTSD is not easy when triggered. It's messy. Next week, Katie Joy. I have doctors, gone through therapy, take medication, so please know I do take care of my health. Stigmatizing people with mental health issues by saying they aren't doing enough hurts deeply. I'll never be fixed. But I am a hell of a lot better than I was. That's what matters. Katie Joy. To anyone that has gone through the loss of a child, I'm sorry if you felt like I was minimizing your experience. My experience does not compare. I would never say it does. If you've lost a child, I'm sorry for your loss. You are all in my thoughts. Next week, Katie Joy. I screwed my members? No. I shared my grief and asked for the chat to pay attention rather than have side conversations that seem to fully distract from my story. It's not selfish of me to want the audience's attention on my channel. I'm so done with this gaslighting. Katie Joy. Today I've been crying and all people can do is effing pile on me and say I effed up again. How about all of you have some damn compassion and realize I'm struggling, and you telling me that I effing suck is out of line and not helpful. Next week, Katie Joy. 8 years ago, my son stopped breathing at home. We were terrified. He was rushed to the hospital. He almost died, but doctors didn't give up and saved his life. Today we honor V and the doctors that saved his life. Happy Survival Day, V. We are so grateful you pulled through and we love you. Katie Joy. All day, I kept wondering why I've been struggling so hard to focus. Now I know that it's because it was the 8-year anniversary of the scariest day of our lives. Okay, and that's the end of the tweets from her sad fishing adventures from last night. Let me know what other days or nights or events or whatever you would like me to read the tweets for, and I will get them out. Thanks.